Boker Tov. I just came back from voting. Very important that we all vote today. I know that there's a lot of anxiety around the divisions in our country and the polarization in our country and the rise in anti-Semitism. It just seems that everybody, no matter where they stand, understands that we're living in a difficult time. And so I want to offer a prayer this morning for our country on this important day. But first, I'm feeling that anxiousness as well and sort of aware of that. And so I want to just invite us to sit for a few minutes. Close our eyes, a very short period of meditation. If you don't want to sit, you can skip forward and listen to the prayer towards the end. We're just going to take a couple of minutes on this important election day to sit. Close your eyes. Sit up. Grateful for the privilege to live in a country where we have the right to vote as Jews. Remembering the awesome responsibility that comes along with that vote. We're going to just sit quietly for a couple of minutes. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Gentle stretching, releasing any tension. In through the nose, out through the mouth. If you got distracted, just bring yourself back. If you've not yet voted this morning, I encourage you to do so. I would say that it is a mitzvah to participate in our society's elections, a privilege that we didn't always have as Jews, something we should remember with all this anti-Semitism swirling all around. And we should remember with all of the issues to vote with our Jewish values in mind. Whatever direction that takes us, we should take our values seriously enough to consider them as we cast our vote. And regardless of what happens today, whether it's the result that you were hoping for or that you weren't hoping for, remember that we can always get involved. We can get involved locally, on a state level, nationally, and we should figure out ways to do that. And perhaps most importantly this year, we should remember, even in these polarizing times, that we should make time to be talking to one another, to our family members, to our friends, to our colleagues, even and maybe especially if they disagree with us. Instead of shying away from those difficult conversations, let's try to have them. There's all this talk about being manipulated by social media and the media and this and that, but let's not forget that we are individuals who have free will and can choose to act responsibly, accordingly, and with the Jewish value of civic discourse and agreeing to disagree in mind. So let's remember that. Let's remember to keep those conversations open and ongoing. And I will conclude with a prayer for our country. Our God, the God of our ancestors, grant to our country the will and the wherewithal to fulfill its calling to justice, liberty, and equality. May each of us fulfill our responsibilities of citizenship with care, generosity, and gratitude, ever conscious of the extraordinary blessing of freedom, ever mindful of our duties to one another. Bless those who volunteer to labor on behalf of us all. May they find the strength and courage to complete their tasks and fulfill their dreams. May our judges, elected leaders, and all who hold public office exercise their responsibilities with wisdom, fairness, and justice for all. Fill them with love and kindness, and bless them that they may walk with integrity on the paths of peace and righteousness. Creator and protector of all, watch over our armed forces and those entrusted with our safety, as they daily put their lives at risk to protect us and our freedoms. Be with them in times of danger. Give them courage to act with honor and dignity, as well as insight to do what is right in your eyes. Fill us with the gifts of love and courage that we may create a world that reflects your glory. May we each respond to the charge of your prophet, for what does Adonai demand of you? But to act justly, to love kindness, and to walk humbly before your God. May the one who brings peace on high bring peace and prosperity to our world and keep us in safety. And we all say, Amen. May we remember to be grateful for this day. And when you vote, make sure to say a simple thank you to the volunteers who are working in the election offices, in the polls.